Alright, today is part one of our servicing before we get ready for our Arizona trip. Going to be changing the oil, transmission fluid, transfer case. Going to be changing out some rear U-joints, new sway bar bushings, re-greasing a couple things, power steering fluid, brake flush, and then tomorrow we're going to end up doing a front knuckle rebuild. That's a real dirty and long job. We're going to knock that out, and then that should be about it before we head up to northern Arizona. And on top of that, with the front knuckle rebuild, we'll be throwing on some new shocks because the front ones are kind of shot right now. So after that, we'll be all set for our northern Arizona trip. Alright, about to get this oil filter off. Ran into an issue. The oil filter cap that I had did not fit, so I had to run up to the store and get this. It's a little tight fit with where it's at right now, but I'm gonna make that work. Get it off real quick. It's about hand tight. Slide that bad boy out there. Alright, we got the new oil filter, had a dab of oil on there, put it around the seal, and then we're going to put this one back on. It's hand tight right now. Alright, we got our drain plug on there, torqued it down to 18 foot-pounds. Got our new Mobil 1 oil, 530, just because the previous owner used 530. After this trip, we're going to be swapping over to 540. It's going to take 9.7 liters. That's what the 1HDFT engines take. So each of these are 4.73 liters. So that's going to be 2 complete ones and then maybe like a 3-second pour from another one. So about to fill this up real quick. Now we're back here in the rear, going to be swapping out my rear diff fluid. You need a 24 mil socket, pop off your fill plug and your drain plug. After that, you're going to run, we got some Mobil 1 7590. We're going to refill. It's 3.25 liters. You need a little pump to kind of reach up here and pump it into. And then after that, we got new plugs and new gaskets. We'll throw that back on there and that should be good. Pop this off real quick. And now we're back. Had to bring out this because that thing's torqued on there way too much. It ain't budging at all, so hopefully this will do the trick. Alright, get that off. Let that sit drain. We got lots. Alright, we're back under here. Everything is drained. Got a new drain plug and gasket, and we got a new fill plug and gasket. We're gonna put in 3.25 liters of the 7590 in here with our little fluid pump. Fill it up and then cap it all off. Alright, now we're about to tackle the transmission fluid swap. Ended up driving it, getting up to temp. Checking the dipstick on it, making sure everything looked good. It looks like it's a little bit underfilled, so we're going to add a little bit more. Usually after you drain it, you got to add about 6 liters of your ATF fluid. So I'm about to pop this off, still using a 24mm socket, and then we'll start filling her up. Got a little bit. Alright, let that drain out. Alright, now we're gonna go fill it up. Alright, now we got the drain plug and gasket back on. Now we're about to start filling this boy back up with some synthetic ATF fluid. It's gonna take about 6 liters. Looks like mine was underfilled, so I'm gonna have to slowly pour this. Once I get in what I need, we're gonna have to take it for a little drive, get it up to operating temp, and then check it again just to make sure it falls within the actual level. Alright, we made our way back, got it up to operating temp. It's still low on the hot markings on the dipstick, so I ended up throwing in another 6 to 750 mils. I'm gonna now go ahead and go do the transfer case, and then once all that's done, I'm gonna get it up to temp again, do another drive, and fill this up correctly, and just kind of keep testing it until we get up to the right level. Alright, now we're back under here, gonna be doing the transfer case oil. Got our sockets and everything, still another 24 mil with your torque specs. Since it's an aluminum body, I think you only torque it to 22 pounds, I think. I'll have to check before I do that. I'm gonna pop it off real quick, let it drain, and then fill it back up with our fluid. The same 75-90. Alright, now that everything's drained, we're gonna throw in our new drain plug with the new gasket. Just tighten that by hand. And it should take like 1.75 liters. Now we're up under here, about to change out these sway bar bushings. These are currently completely fried, not doing anything right now. Pop that bad boy off, slide this one off. Yeah. So I don't know if y'all can see, but here's the old one, torn, completely messed up. Here's this one, much better. So. Alright, that wraps up our full day of servicing. Ended up changing the oil, transmission fluid, transfer case oil, rear diff fluid, and I ended up changing out the sway bar bushings. Tomorrow we're going to do a front knuckle rebuild. That's going to be a long drawn out thing. Might take all day, might take 2 days. We'll go from there. After that, we're going to do the things that I didn't get to today. Ended up doing the rear U joints, a couple other things, and then finish up our prep for our trip to northern Arizona, and then we'll end up getting clips of that and post those up.